primarily if you want to gain or lose weight, it comes down to total, type and timing. So total is obviously the total amount of calories that you consume during a day or over a week period. If you want to put mass on, you obviously need to consume more calories than you're burning off. If you want to lose mass, you want to consume less calories than you're burning. Now obviously that's just mass, so that could be muscle mass, fat mass, that could just be mass as weight on the scale. Evidently, if you are trying to minimize, you want to lose fat, maximize the amount of muscle they can hold on. If you are trying to gain, you obviously want to gain muscle mass, not fat mass. So that comes down to the type. So when we talk about type, it's the type of foods that we're trying to eat. So typically we'll try and get players to eat between 2 to 2.5 grams of protein per kg. That's just generally. So they'll eat typically 6 meals a day, 20 to 40 grams of protein for each meal, try and drip feed in from a number of sources. If they're trying to gain a bit of muscle mass, we might increase their carbohydrate intake, not too much so as to put fat mass on. Obviously, if they're looking at losing fat mass, then we try and minimize that carbohydrate without affecting their performance out on the pitch as much as possible. That then just moves us on to timing. So when do we actually put these into play? So obviously protein, you drip feed through every single meal because you want to try a nice easy drip feed there to help muscle protein synthesis. What we try and do there really is we just sort of play with the carbohydrates when they actually consume them. So we'll try and minimize carbohydrates around breakfast and in the evenings. So perhaps their first and their last meal in the day, or their first and even second and last meal in the day. That just sort of allows us to put them in a slightly lower carbohydrate intake for the day, and then also physiologically that puts them in a better space to be burning off of fat as a fuel. Those are sort of our primary goals for putting on muscle mass or losing fat mass. I wouldn't really say smoothies are essential, but they're a nice tool to have. They're an easy way to increase calories. A lot of the players struggle to eat meals coming off after an intense training session or a match. So a smoothie is quite a nice way of getting the calories into their system. Likewise, if you push for time, you're a young academy lad and you're traveling back home every day or something like that, it's very easy to get some food into you. Essentially a smoothie, it could be anything that you liquidize. So it could be a tin of tuna, I wouldn't advise that, but it could be anything you liquidize. We've got a smoothie station that we have at the club that's open 24 hours, and the players can go in and just help themselves to whatever they feel they need.